Hello everyone, Ben here. Today I'm gonna try and do this video real quick. And yes, I had a pimple, so I put a pimple patch on. Yeah. And today I want to just talk about my Achilles heel. So literally my Achilles tendon that I tore while playing soccer a couple months back in July. And this coming Monday is the day I get it taken off. But I just want to talk about like the recovery experience so far and some of the things I've learned. Essentially, this experience has taught me that I am not that guy, in the sense where I had a lot of things I wanted to accomplish since my injury. There are a lot of things I wanted to do. My priorities right now are school. Like my priorities were just school, trying to get good grades, language learning. So right now I've been focusing on Mandarin Chinese, and 3 is making content for YouTube. So to varying degrees, I've been prioritizing mainly those 3 things. Most of my time, though, really should be focused on my studies, but I thought I could be that guy and do all these things, all of them well enough that I'm progressing in all of them. I'm progressing in all of them, but not to the level, not to the extent that I wanted to. I realize now that there's a lot of things, a lot of distractions in my life that make it difficult to pursue all those 3 things at one time. And just in general, trying to pursue 3 time-intensive things at the same time is not ideal. How's my injury taught me all this? Well, it's because I can't walk right now. I use my handy-dandy crutches most of the time. It takes me a lot longer to do things, and so it really demotivates me to do anything really. And when I'm trying to do 3 big things like engineering, learning Chinese, and progressing on YouTube, it makes it very difficult to do all those things. So yeah, because I have to stay home because of this injury, there are all those distractions on devices, and just being at home, I can indulge in taking naps and eating snacks. So I have to be more intentional about keeping myself accountable. So I do use a lot of app blockers on my phone and my laptop. So those have been a huge help. And then messaging my aunt to prove that I'm not asleep every hour also was a good idea. The other thing I need to do is better meal prep so that I have less of an excuse not to go to the library, which is a place that allows me to focus more and doesn't have a bed for me to sleep in when I get tired, because I'm not tired, I just really don't want to study. Previously on this channel, I've kind of talked about my injury, but I don't want to talk about it too much because I just don't want to make excuses for why I'm not accomplishing the things I'm working towards. I prefer to offer solutions on what I'm doing to fix the things I'm dealing with, and so I'm hoping this is an honest video of me actually doing what I need to do to achieve my goals. So in the end, a conclusion I've come to is that I can't prioritize 3 things. I'm about to take a step back, not stop working on YouTube and Chinese, but take a step back from how much time I put into them, and instead of it being like 70% on studies and then the other 30 and then 15 on language, 15 on YouTube, it's got to be more like 90 on studies and 5% on language, 5% on YouTube. Editing takes a long time, hours that I should be focusing on, that I should be putting in towards studies, because I'm not a great student. I'm not good at studying. I don't get a lot of the concepts, so I need to spend more than even their recommended number of hours on my courses. So this is me just explaining how I'm not that guy, and so I'm gonna have to lock in further every day on one thing instead of multiple things. I'm not going to stop studying Chinese, not going to stop making videos, but I'm going to be more intentional about how I use the less time that I put towards them to still make some sort of gain. So that's it for this video. Have a good weekend, everyone. Good luck on midterms.